So we didn't find the core that time, but that ain't about to stop us. Can't be too careful these days. The sundown path. Lovely place for a stroll. Before the calamity, that is. In better days, the melting pot was sealed tighter than the skin on a squirt. Of all the plans to survive the calamity, it had to be STABWEEDS. Blasted things hurt like a broken heart. If there's a core, he figures it ought to be deeper down. Cuts down every stabweed like there's gonna be a prize for it. Core stuck inside one of those fancy cages. No breaking a cage like that, but the kid tries anyway. Gotta find a way to spring it open. Some of the stuff lying around is downright dangerous. He throws a switch. Now what could possibly go wrong? Quite a bit, as it turns out. The cage starts lifting from the core ever so slow. All Kid can do is wait. Shipments start falling in. Not every Squirt's born bad. Some spring to the kid's defense. Judging by the movement of the cage, it's gonna take a little while. scumbags don't take kindly to interlopers. Even some gas fellas take his corner. Heard it pop that mean old foreman. At this rate, maybe 5 more minutes, maybe 30, hard to tell. Squirts get real territorial around the core. Then a shipment of free samples shows up. One thing's for sure, that cage is awful heavy. Troublesome scene, to be sure. It ain't all bad, as a kid finds some spices from the motherland, tax-free. A few moments left, and the core goes free. 10, 9, 8, 7, give or take a few seconds. Finally, the core's within reach. And done. He's got it. Just gotta get to the nearest barge. I still remember the look on his face after that one. The old world's finished, but the new world's just getting started. Folks voyaged across the boundless sea to found Caelondia. It was good living here for a while. Makes time to sample spirits from my personal supply. Fetching fizz is like a mouthful of nails. But the benefits are worth it. packs a special surprise in every one of those arrows. Turns out those old bones still have some spark in them. Kid's lifelong friends looking fit to keep on fighting. No place better than Trapper Shingle for learning to tread light and shoot straight. Trappers had to tread real careful here, else take a nasty fall. They train themselves by clearing out the targets, while not clearing out the floor. Any good trapper knows never to take a step till the time is right. Expert trappers got something extra to give them an edge. To think a rickety place like the Shingle survived, when so little else did. We ain't much for pleasantries. That ought to make those fangs sink in nice and deep. The Hanging Gardens. Folks used to go here to relax from their relaxing. The dead welcome him with open arms. The calamity took everybody after all. Kid sees it plain, frozen faces all around. You don't much care to see him. Not like this. These folks never saw the calamity coming, but someone did. Someone close. Someone who ain't like Mr. Beckley and his kindly wife. sees him there agape in the flesh. It's a snag or two trying to get to him. He ain't about to stop, no matter what. He's got so many questions after all. Just ain't got time for answers. The Thunder brothers didn't make it. They never saw what it was like beyond the walls. Nor did the bird boy didn't make it. Jawsons, they didn't make it. Grady Sr., Grady Jr., they didn't make it. But him, he survived. Kid finds proof enough that man ain't from around here. Just think, without that man, we wouldn't be here right now, would we? The core survives as well. The kid does what he has to do. And then... what do you say to a man who's seen too much? Kid hasn't a clue, but he says this. We have to go. Please. He's a proper gentleman, that man. His name is Zulf. No hiding he's an Ura. Folks like him ain't never been a common sight in Caelondia. He's relieved to see a living face or two. The kid and I introduce ourselves in kind. Both to him and to each other for the first time. For Zulf, Caelondia was like his second home. He's real worried about his first home, too. Far to the east. He was born in the Tazzle terminals. The Ura sent him on a mission of peace to our city, and he's lived here ever since. We fought the Ura decades ago, but that was then. Things are different between us now. Where whiskey has no scent, but tastes like a peppered boot heel, it's not for everyone. Kid ain't finished here yet. The cores, they remember. That's why this place is coming together. That's why things are gonna be all right. Well, look what we have here. Kid can pay respect to the old world and earn it in kind. The valediction. Just another one of my sketches. Nothing more. Words can't express what happened, but they're all I got. We tracked down a couple more cores near the edge of the city. Windbag Ranch was built for gathering squirt extract in copious supply. Ain't nothing more healthful. Some folks showed up to make a fast buck with nothing but a knife. Other folks came to train their throwing arms. Still others use the place to test their finest blades. Place gets awful slick sometimes. Kid comes back from Windbag Ranch, smelling good and ripe. The Gravers, the arm of justice. They seemed unstoppable. No use praying to the gods these days. No time for it either. Kid says a little prayer anyway. Couldn't hurt, right? Pyth Orchard. Place is a dead end in more ways than one. Folks used to make pilgrimage here to pay their respects to Pyth, the bull. Well, the gods are long gone now, and the orchard core is long gone too. Seems Pyth ain't much of a watchdog. Pyth stood for something once. Something real. The gods don't care about trinkets, but the kid ain't no god. In time, though, the bull stopped being a symbol and started being decoration. He couldn't even save his loyal subjects. Pyth makes a decent scarecrow, at least. Then Pyth lights up like a rodeo. Ain't easy punching through his hide. Kid breaks him to bits. Must have been guarding that shrine. So what'll it be? Invoke the gods, or tell them off? Kid don't need favors from the likes of him. Well, if the gods are alive, they must be plenty sore. Popping windbags is hard enough. No need to get the gods involved. Kid ain't found a core, but at least he found Zulf's precious shrine. Now we can build a shrine of our own, though I got some alternatives in mind. Zulf doesn't touch the thing. Says the god of commotion is no children's toy. Kid says hello, but Zulf's lost in thought. The Ura feared the gods. We turned them into toys, put their faces on our walls. War machetes are so quick, you gotta keep a good grip on them. Dread rum's brewed from swamp weeds, so its effect is as bold as its flavor. The breakers, ain't no one can outrun them, or their arrows. The accused always got a fair shake in Caelondia. Some used to take the Bullhead trial. Survive the trial without taking a scratch, you'd walk away a free man. Bullhead trial taught folks three things. First, a good defense is a good offense. Second, you gotta always watch your back. Third, ain't no godlike bull up there gonna save you. Trial pushed many a man to his limits. out of there in one week. Quarters back in session for the kid. Old ritual from when folks believed there was this godlike bull watching over them. Had to make do with nothing but a shield. Just step aside and let things go. Well, the kid always wanted to compete in the Bullhead trial. There's only one way into Cinderbrick Fort. Sure, the city marshals may be gone, but now the fort's crawling with windbags. The calamity was mercy, folks. The windbags ain't so lucky. They've been left to freeze or starve. Or face the kid. Young and old keep fighting for the fort. At least the marshals left the kid a parting gift. Something the windbags just can't handle. Something that'll punch clean through their greasy hides. Windbags ain't much different from normal folks. All they want's a warm place to stay and a decent meal. The calamity drove the windbags topside. A lot of them wound up here in this very fort. Minding the business underground like in the old days. crash out of health tonics. He stashes the marshal's prize. Goes back to something more in his style. As for the windbags, Cinderbrick gave him enough heat and metal to munch on for a while. Well, the fort ain't theirs by right. Can't blame them for wanting it, though. So many of those sorry things hold up inside that old fort. Like this, kids glad he packed trip mines. Security's plane gone haywire. Windbags gummed up the works. Kid ain't afraid of getting burned. trap the kid in the middle of the fort's parade grounds. Then they bring out Glutus and Landon, all their scumbag uncles. They got something to gain, but only their sorry hides to lose. Kid takes down Glutus. Maybe it was Glandon. The uncles go out with a whimper. Windbags finally get the message. Kid used to dream of getting a marshal's badge, but not like this. The Skyway's a welcome sight after all that. And now ain't nothing left for nobody down at Cinderbrick Fort.